Sarah lived in a busy city where the streets were always alive with movement. She was in her late 20s, at a stage in life where every day felt important, like a step toward something bigger. Despite the noise and constant rush around her, Sarah had learned how to create calm within her own space. Her day began early. The soft sound of her alarm filled the room, and she slowly opened her eyes. For a moment, she lay still, letting herself wake up naturally. Then she reached for the curtains and pulled them open. Morning sunlight poured into the room, warming the walls and brightening everything it touched. Sarah loved this moment. It made the day feel full of possibility. After a refreshing shower, she headed to the kitchen. She believed that how she started her morning shaped the rest of her day. She prepared a healthy breakfast, her favorite smoothie made with fresh fruits, yogurt, and a little honey. Sitting by the window, she sipped it slowly while checking her calendar. Today was going to be busy at work, but she felt ready. As she glanced at her phone, a message popped up from Jack, her boyfriend. They had been together for 2 years, and he was an important part of her life. "Good morning, beautiful. Have a great day. Can't wait to see you tonight." Sarah smiled softly. Simple words, but they meant a lot. By 8:30 a.m., she arrived at the office. Sarah worked as a project manager at a tech company, a demanding role that required focus, leadership, and patience. She greeted her colleagues warmly as she walked in. Everyone was under pressure with an upcoming deadline, but Sarah believed in her team. Later that morning, she led a team meeting. They discussed progress, challenges, and new ideas. Some obstacles stood in their way, but Sarah remained calm and encouraging. She reminded everyone that problems were just puzzles waiting to be solved. Her confidence helped keep the team motivated. During a short break, Sarah allowed her thoughts to drift toward the future. One day, she wanted to start her own tech company. She imagined creating innovative products that could truly help people. That dream lived quietly inside her, pushing her to work harder and learn more every single day. By the time noon arrived, Sarah felt focused and energized. The day was only halfway through, but she already felt she was moving closer to something meaningful. At lunchtime, Sarah stepped out of the office to meet her close friend Lisa. They chose a cozy cafe nearby, a place filled with warm light and the comforting smell of coffee. Over sandwiches and fresh salads, they talked about life, work, and their dreams. Their friendship went back to college, and they had supported each other through many ups and downs. Lisa asked about Jack, smiling playfully. "So, any big plans with Jack this weekend?" Sarah nodded. "Actually, yes. We're visiting his parents. I'm a little nervous, but also excited." Lisa laughed gently. "They're going to love you." After lunch, Sarah returned to work feeling refreshed. The afternoon brought unexpected challenges, technical issues, last-minute changes, but she handled everything with patience and determination. By the end of the workday, she felt proud. Progress had been made. As she packed her things, her boss, Mr. Johnson, approached her. He praised her work and mentioned a new project he believed she would be perfect for. It was a big opportunity, and Sarah felt both excited and honored. Moments like this reminded her why she worked so hard. That evening, Sarah decided to treat herself. She stopped by her favorite bookstore, wandering through the shelves until she found a novel that caught her eye. Reading was her escape, a way to slow down and recharge. At home, she cooked dinner, a Mediterranean-inspired meal with grilled chicken, fresh vegetables, and a tangy yogurt sauce. Cooking relaxed her, and she enjoyed experimenting with new flavors. Later, She curled up on the couch with her book and a cup of herbal tea. The story pulled her in, and for a while, the world outside faded away. Around 8 o'clock, Jack arrived at her apartment. He brought her favorite dessert, chocolate mousse. They watched a romantic movie together, sharing quiet laughter and comfortable silence. Sarah felt deeply grateful for his presence. After the movie, they talked about the future. Jack listened as Sarah spoke about her dream of starting her own company. "I believe in you," he said softly, holding her hand. "You can do this." That night, as Sarah lay in bed, she reflected on the day. She wrote in her journal, expressing gratitude for her work, her relationships, and the small moments that made life meaningful. With a calm heart, she drifted into sleep. The weekend arrived quickly. Sarah and Jack set out early to visit his parents, who lived in a small town about an hour away. Sarah felt nervous but hopeful. Meeting someone's family felt like an important step. When they arrived, Jack's parents welcomed them warmly. Their kindness immediately put Sarah at ease. The day was filled with simple joys, walking through a local farmer's market, enjoying a picnic by a quiet lake, and listening to stories from Jack's childhood. That evening, they shared a family dinner. Sarah helped Mrs. Thompson in the kitchen, and they bonded over cooking. Mr. Thompson shared funny stories that filled the room with laughter. Sarah felt a deep sense of connection and belonging. On the drive back to the city, Sarah felt grateful. The weekend had strengthened her bond with Jack and reminded her how important support and family truly were. Back in the city, Sarah returned to her routine with renewed energy. She continued to work hard but also made time for the people she loved. Life felt full, not perfect but meaningful. Inspired by everything around her, Sarah decided it was time to take action on her dreams. She enrolled in evening classes on entrepreneurship and business management. The classes were challenging, but she loved learning. She met other aspiring entrepreneurs and felt inspired by their passion. One evening, she stayed after class to speak with the instructor, Mr. Andrews, a successful entrepreneur. He listened carefully and offered practical advice about market research, funding, and building the right team. Sarah left the conversation feeling confident and motivated. She also began exploring new interests. Photography became her creative outlet. On weekends, she wandered through the city capturing moments, architecture, and hidden beauty. It gave her a new way to see the world. Networking became another important part of her journey. At events, she met people who shared her drive. One of them, Rachel, became both a mentor and a friend. Through these connections, Sarah learned the value of surrounding herself with like-minded individuals. One day, Sarah received an unexpected email, an invitation to speak at a prestigious tech conference. Nervous but excited, she prepared for weeks. With encouragement from Jack and Lisa, she delivered a confident presentation that impressed the audience. Standing on that stage, Sarah realized how far she had come. Her journey was just beginning, but she felt ready. Each day was a new chapter, and she was finally writing the life she had always dreamed of.